Mm, that is a tight outfit. It feels very constricting. Um, it's a lot of woman. It's a lot of woman right there. Respect. A lot of respect. Um, Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. Who said that? Uh, Thomas Jefferson, I think, said that first. This is the brand new album from singer songwriter Amaarae. It is called Black Star. And if you're not familiar with Amaarae, she released her last record, Fountain Baby. I don't know why, but every time I say that title, I have to go Fountain Baby. But it's just Fountain Baby back in 2023. And that was actually one of my favorite records from that year, one of my top 10 favorites. It was just a really intoxicating, fun blend of neo psychedelia, neo soul, pop, dance, Brazilian funk, and it just felt like a really great celebration of Afro beats, multiculturalism, and just a all around great record. And I feel like this new album, Black Star, is very similar to Fountain Baby in a lot of ways, but this record, for some reason, feels like no strings attached. On Fountain Baby, there was a lot of emotional depth. At least I found there to be a lot of emotional depth. There was a lot of yearning. There was a lot of trying to sift through heartache, past relationships, the meaning of a lot of things, and kind of finding yourself, finding that inner strength. And that all appealed to me in many different ways. And I feel like on this new record, this is more about smoking, drinking, licking, sucking, fucking, snorting, popping, and just having a good time. I'm not trying to say that this is some kind of vapid, empty thing here. It's not that, but this is more of a let's just have fun. Let's get sweaty on the dance floor. It's not that serious. Whatever happens at the end of the night, it doesn't have to be the end all be all. Let's just live in the moment. And that's cool. The funny thing, after my first listen, I was actually a bit turned off by the lyrical content of this record. I found it to be a bit shallow and maybe a little disappointing as far as in comparison to Fountain Baby. But after a few more listens, I've come around and felt like this is just a snapshot into who Amaarae is today, what she's going through, what she wants, what she doesn't want, and that's okay. She is a woman who's just trying to live her life, enjoy her life in the best way that she can, because we only have one life, to sound very cliche. And I've actually become a bit invigorated by the messaging of this record. Like, why not? Why have all these attachments? Why have all these constrictions? Let's just go out there and have a good time. And this record is filled with quite a few bangers that I'm enjoying quite a bit. I think SMO is probably my favorite track on the album. That's a lot of fun. That makes me want to thrust my hips quite a bit. This is fun. So yeah, Afro beats, dance, pop. It has some very intoxicating vocals. Amaarae continues to seduce the ear record after record, and she wears a cat suit on the cover. So I think it's a safe bet that this is a pretty good release. I like it. 8 sticks of butter. Peace, love, butter.